All right, hello, and welcome to a new series of Rimworld. Now, Rimworld has a massive update coming out pretty soon, within a week and a half, called Odyssey. And that new update's gonna add a plethora of new features, most notably improvements to the map generation system and space exploration. So I want to brush up on my Rimworld skills in preparation for the dropping of that new update. Rimworld at its core is it's a brutally difficult game, requiring constant adaptation to new threats and challenges, which evolve, like, constantly. But, you know, baby steps with a game like this. It's very hard to learn, but very rewarding when you have. Alright, so we're gonna be doing Naked Brutality. Losing is fun. Commitment mode, so that you can't save the game, right? There's just auto saves, and we're gonna select Random Randy. There's like AI storytellers who have specific, like, they work a certain way, right? Randy Random is just completely random. He could send you 5 raids in a row, or he could fail to send you a raid for 5 weeks. It's just completely chaos. Okay. Let's go population crowded. We'll name this world the Rim. Let's generate it. Increasing the population to crowded just makes it so that there's more settlements on the map, making it easier to choose a base location that you're happy with. Because typically you want to have neighboring communities for the purpose of trading. Right? You can send caravans out to nearby places. Give me 1 second. Okay, so there's several different biomes to choose from, and every biome has its own quirks. As you can see right here, the average temperature ranges from -30 to 23 degrees. That means that there's gonna be winter in this section of the map. Boreal forest, right? Harsh winters. Yeah, diverse population of small and large animals, mountainous terrain. You can find granite and limestone there. It's got a precipitation level, it's got like forageability, animals can graze, pollution level, nearby pollution, disease frequency, all sorts of different statistics. I find generally the safest is temperate forest, especially if you can base up in the temperate forest, but like near a bunch of traders. This white edifice right here, that's important. That faction is the Empire, and they can sell you psychic powers for your colonists. And then these blue house guys and these yellow tent guys are more like, they barter regular stuff with you, right? Let's see here. You can't base up too close to an allied faction, otherwise they'll consider it an act of hostility. There's pollution on these tiles, extreme pollution. You can tell by kind of the scaly texture here. So arid shrubland is just a desert, but that is a polluted section of arid shrubland. We're gonna have to pick a place, regardless. I think I want to choose Boreal Forest, a place where winter is possible. I think I need to get used to that for the pending update that's upcoming. What's this? Temperate Forest? What's the, Okay, there's a 20-day winter. Coldest temperatures reach -7. Yeah, and the new update that's coming out, winter is actually going to freeze bodies of water. Very interesting changes. What do we got here? We got some rivers. Rivers are really good for defending yourself against raids. Really good for it. Sandstone, granite, and limestone. Building on a river with a dirt road. Down here looks nice. We got 2 settlements very close by. Year-round growing period. I think I could take that. I mean, shit, if we base up around here. Ancient asphalt road, granite, slate, and marble. Year-round growing period, 1.2 diseases per year. I guess we'll just take this place right here, this crossroads, huh? Let's do it. Now, ideology is very advanced, and new players shouldn't really care too much about ideology. It's a very complex system, but once you understand a lot of the game's mechanics, you can leverage the ideology system in your favor. So I have a pre-built ideology. Disciples of Cthulhu. We're a cannibalistic cult. And we don't care about corpses. See, in this game, your colonists all have a mood, right? They all have moods, and they can actually suffer psychotic breaks. They can get addicted to drugs. They can be disturbed at the sight of gore. You can amputate a child's legs, cut out their tongue, torture them if you want. Like, this game has no chill, buddy. No chill. You can literally be an organ harvester. You can have a playthrough where your entire goal is to harvest children's fresh organs and sell them to the black market. All right, so I have a custom character that I made, Dante. Dante Sparta, like Devil May Cry, right? Anyway, this is a relatively balanced character. I gave myself a limit of 60 starting points for character customization and 4 passions to choose from, double passions. These fires right here, that's a passion. That means that you'll gain experience in that skill much more quickly than normal, right? So there's also traits that you can have, a lot of traits with a lot of different like quirks, positive and negative attributes, right? And I have created this guy to be tough with jogger and masochist. So masochist, you know how I told you there's mood debuffs? Masochist actually gives you a mood boost for pain. If like, let's say you get raided by people and they try to kill your entire colony. You fend them off, but you have injuries. Those injuries hurt. Dante is gonna get a mood boost from being hurt instead of a mood debuff, thereby reducing the likelihood of a psychotic break, right? Jogger just makes you run a lot faster, 40% faster, and tough means that incoming damage is reduced by half. Thank you, Chaotic. I appreciate that, buddy. It's good to see you. How are you doing? So, we're just about ready, and I can meditate at an anima tree. Our character's 20 years old. He could grow old. Let's start. Yeah, we're good. Now, this is my mod list right here. The mods are in the description down below if you want to try them out. And if you have any questions about the mods, ask me and I'll explain what they do. All right, so let's hop in. Let's get started. It was supposed to be a routine surgery, but now my pod has crash landed and I am naked in a harsh wilderness. First thing we're going to want to do is take a look at the wildlife tab and assess the possible threats nearby. There are mega sloths here that might hunt me if they can't find alternative food sources. Where are they located? There's one. And there's the other. Okay. So up there, over there, I need to first establish a base. I need a place to sleep. I also need to gather some food. Any one of these abandoned ruins could serve that purpose quite well. Any one of them. Pretty much a pick and choose scenario. So let's try to find one that would require the least work to convert into a base of my own. We have a 4-way crossroads right here, which is nice. That's a massive chunk of compacted steel. Now, the way this works, there's like orders that you can give your colonists. So let's say I want to cut some wood, right? I would go to orders, right? Chop wood, and then I just click and drag over the trees. Now my character has a work order for cutting those trees down. You can cancel the work order. You know, there's even a cancel thing here. So let's say I do that, but I don't want to do it. I cancel it, right? I grab the cancel thing and I mouse over to cancel. Yeah. It takes a while to get used to the control scheme in this game, but buddy, it is fucking worth it. Alright, so let's get started. We need to pick a base. We have a lot of berry bushes right here. Shitload of steel right there. Maybe up here would be good. We can close the gaps with wood. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So let's go up here. First things first. We gotta harvest some food. There's different speed settings to the game as well. Now we're gonna pick up all the berries. Harvest those. My character's getting cold, actually. Look at that, we're starting to develop hypothermia. The reason why is because it's only 6 degrees and I'm naked. And that hypothermia is affecting various attributes of my character. So if you click on a character and you go to gear, right? This shows what you're wearing, it shows what you're carrying in your inventory. So I have 67 berries. There's a weight limit for how much you can carry, but the berries are quite light, right? Comfortable temperature range is 16 degrees to 26. Because it's below 16, I'm starting to get hypothermia, right? It's gradual, it builds up, but the consequences become increasingly severe the colder I get, so I'll have to worry about it pretty fast. Now, bio. If you click on bio, it gives you the information about that colonist, right? And the health tab has a lot of relevant information. You can lose an ear, you can lose a finger, you can get like liver disease, kidney disease. So that's why you have all these stats like digestion, blood pumping, filtration, breathing, hearing, sight, consciousness, moving, manipulation, talking, eating, etc. If you, for example, had to have a tooth pulled, then your eating would suffer, right? Very in-depth game. So, let's get up there. I'm gonna send him straight over there. When you select a colonist, you can draft him with R. And that allows you to move him where you want him. But colonists who are drafted, they're just gonna stand still until you undraft them. They do have like autopilot things that they do, but you can use the draft to override a lot of that, right? So first thing we're gonna want is a stockpile zone right here for depositing our items. We're gonna put it right here. All of our items are gonna be dumped here. And let's take a look at this. Deteriorating, unroofed and outdoors, 6 per day. So if you look over here where my mouse is, these berries, this stack of berries has 60 condition. When that condition depletes to 0, they're gonna disappear. On top of that, they are fresh and they're refrigerated because it's relatively cold, so the spoil timer is lengthened. The default spoil timer, instead of 20 days as listed here, would be like 17, 18 days. But if we want to make it so that they stop deteriorating completely, we have to roof them and we have to put them in an indoor space. That's why it says it's deteriorating because it's unroofed and outdoors. If we correct both of those conditions, then there will no longer be a deterioration happening. So we are going to build a roof over this area right here. And Dante will get it done. As you can see, it no longer says unroofed, and it's only deteriorating at a rate of 3 per day now, as opposed to what it once was. Now we're gonna need to rapidly, and I do mean rapidly, cut down some trees and get some wood so we can fortify this place. Get it ready. We need a shelter. Before hypothermia sets in, we desperately need a shelter. And a campfire to keep warm, as well as probably a bed. Fortunately, as it gets later in the day, right now it's 10 in the morning, as indicated by this 10H right here where my mouse is. 10H, the 10th hour of the day. It's gonna get warmer as time passes, which means, you know, we might not need a campfire right away. If at all, we'll see. All right, we got a lot of wood. Okay. Now, let's seal this in, right here. Just like that. Close the gaps with wooden walls. And we're gonna need a door to get in and out of here. Put one right here. And then we'll expand the roof. There he goes. Now, I'm getting hungry. All of your colonists have food, sleep, and recreation needs. They also have schedules that they adhere to, which you can customize and modify to your liking in the Schedule tab. You can also assign... It's a very complex game. No one ever said it wasn't. They have reading policies, drugs, food, apparel policies. These are basically rules governing what they'll eat, what drugs they'll take. You know, like social drugs and stuff. There's marijuana, cocaine, all these different things, right? Achilles, good morning, buddy. Wolfguard, you too. Judy, nice to see you guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. All right, so right now, Dante is taking care of his recreation need. I can, if I want to, override that by making it so he works at all hours of the day. But as his recreation need climbs, he will have an increasing risk of a mood break, right? Eventually, he'll become recreation deprived, and that's going to reflect in the mood bar here. So I am gonna have to make sure that I take care of that recreation needs soon. Anyway, we are now in an indoor location, sheltered from the elements completely. All right, now, let's see here, toggle room stats. We're gonna want a tiny room where we can prepare food safely. You need a clean room to cook your food. Just having dirty tiles. If you click down here at the bottom right, toggle room stats display, then it shows you the cleanliness of the room right there is minus 0.63. That means it's dirty, right? The dirtier the room, if you cook in there, the higher the chance you'll get food poisoning from the meals that you cooked. So you want a clean cooking space in order to make sure you have the lowest likelihood possible of food poisoning. So, in order to facilitate that, we're gonna have a little cooking area right here, a tiny little room. So we're gonna put a wooden door right there. We're gonna build a campfire right here. Then we're gonna build it. Okay, so that is a completely clean room because of the walls here and the door right there. It counts as its own self-contained space, right? Now we are going to cook some meals. We'll cook 6. It's usually a good number. Because the thing is, the meals have a spoil timer, right? But 6 meals for one person is... Usually you can eat the vast majority of them and not suffer any spoilage or wastage of the ingredients, right? Okay. Now we still need to build a bed, so I'm gonna need a little bit more wood. We've eaten. I'm gonna drop the meal and I'm gonna forbid access. Your colonists will try to eat around the 50 to 60% food mark, but you can wait until 20. So I disallow access to the meals, and I only let them eat when I want them to eat, right? Micromanagement, you can min-max their stats and stuff. One of the greatest parts of the game. Now, we have to build a bed. We need to. However, if I build it next to light... Let's hold that door open. See if that lets the light in. Does it have light in here? No. So let's dismantle that wooden door for now. So now there's light in here. If you craft with light, then you'll get a better result, right? When you craft a piece of furniture, it has a quality rating. I was lucky enough to craft a good bed. right? The rating is awful, poor, normal, good, excellent, and masterwork. And then there's legendary after that. So when you craft a weapon or a piece of armor or a piece of furniture, it looks at your colonist's construction or crafting stat, right? I have a very respectable crafting stat of 8 on Dante. So that, you know, it pulled from that and I got a lucky roll. Now, just because I have 8 crafting doesn't mean I can't craft an awful bed, but the chance is much lower, right? Luckily, we have a good bed that we can sleep in. Anyway, let's schedule anything here. I have to build a horseshoe pin. It's a very good recreation item. And we're also going to have to replace that door there. But we'll do the horseshoe pin first. It's a great piece of recreation furniture. Yeah, as you can see, our recreation bar is filling up. Now, not only do you get a negative mood debuff for having low recreation, but if you fill it up enough, then you actually get a positive mood boost from having fulfilled recreation. So we're going to increase his recreation. Now he's going to sleep. And I'm going to change his schedule. We've paused the game so time isn't passing. He is going to do a little bit of recreation first thing in the morning when he wakes up. And he's going to max out his recreation bar, right? Same with right before bed. He'll have scheduled recreation for those times during the day. It's nice and comfortably warm in here. If you look at the bottom right corner of the screen over here, it shows you various stats, right? So wherever my mouse is, that's what the stats it's going to show me. Outdoors, 10 degrees Celsius. If I move my mouse over here, indoors, 28 degrees Celsius, thanks to this campfire that I've built, right? That's how it works. Anyway, recreation time. And as you can see, we have all of these different statistics here. For our mood. So extremely low expectations happens when you first spawn in. Same with initial optimism. Over time, your expectations will get worse. It's kind of like a freebie to help you out in the early game until you get situated. Managing your mood is a big part of the mid and late game. We have a spacious interior. He likes that. Recreation is satisfied. He's extremely comfortable. We have a decent bedroom, decent rec room. And a large part of that is this urn, the granite table, the stele over here. Those are pieces of art. They're beautiful to look at. They're making him happy. Same with the floor, actually. We have a limestone tile floor in here for some of it. The rest of it is dirt. But if you look at tile, the statistics are right here to the left-hand side of the screen. Tile gives you a beauty boost. And making a space more beautiful can improve the mood effect that it has on your colonists. If you like colony sims and micromanaging your people, then this is a great game for you. All right, so we could wait until we're at like 10% hunger, I think, before we eat. Let's cut down some trees. And if you look now, it says recreation fully satisfied. So I went from a +5 mood boost for having satisfied recreation to a +10 for having fully satisfied recreation, right? Now let's walk into that door. You can click on a door and click hold open, and your character will actually hold the door open. It's pretty useful. Now, the first thing I have to worry about is medicine in case I get sick. Right now, we have a shelter, we have food, and what I need most at this juncture is definitely medicine, in case I get sick. You can get killed by a fucking flu in your early game if you don't have the medicine. That's why my medical skill is 10. You need a good fucking medical skill, buddy. Straight up. Diseases in this game can ravage you, you know? And this medicine is herbal. It's not the best. We're actually gonna need better. Now, let's shrink this zone right here. There. All right. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to designate some wood. We have to make a couple of things that we can sell. We're going to have a early game caravan. Okay? There are towns nearby in the world. Let's look at the world map, right? So I'm here, but I can travel over here or up there to Lobo. Those are settlements that I can barter with, right? And if we go over there and I sell a couple of things, then we can buy some nice things from them. Maybe better medicine. Get our hands on strong medicine to help me out in the early game. Right now we have very little to lose, right? So this would be the time to craft some furniture. Here, recreation, chess table. It costs 70 wood in order to make it. We'll craft it out here, because there's plenty of natural daylight out there, but it'll take a while. If you click on the object under construction, you can see how much time is left to craft it. All right, so we made a poor chess table, but even that will sell decently. 78 bucks. We're gonna craft another one. You can actually deconstruct those into broken down forms and transport them over large distances. All right, so that's an excellent chess table. And for comparison, look at the difference in the market value, right? This one is poor and it sells for 78. This one is excellent and it sells for $156. See, so you can kind of, and if you look at, you can use these chess tables to improve your recreation. And the higher the quality, the more recreation you get. So recreation power, 124%. That's how effective. See, quality multiplier, you see that? Let's look at it. Recreation power, quality multiplier, 24%. If we look at this one, same stat, right? Click down here, view information. Recreation power, right? 88% instead of 124 because this is a poor chess table. So that kind of gives you an idea of how the quality of a piece of furniture not only dictates its sell price, but also its effectiveness, right? Same with weapons. Better crafted weapons will give you better stats in combat. Same with armor. Okay, so we have two chess tables right there. We are gonna go on a little caravan here. So we have to click on the world tab down here. Examine the world map, form and manage caravans. Form caravan, and we're gonna go up there. Ugh, that's a long trip, buddy. That's a long trip. We didn't exactly base up close to town. It'll take almost a full day just to get there, and then we also have to get back. So let's pack up those chess tables. All 4 of our meals, and we're also gonna pack up whatever berries we have left. Yeah. And let's go. So now Dante is going to prepare everything. And away we go. We're leaving the map. Unfortunately, we did leave at nighttime, so we are going to be stopping pretty soon. The road affords you a slightly faster travel time than if a mad hare. That's at my base. I don't need to worry about that. Yeah, that's a mad rabbit that's attacking people, but that's at my base. I don't need to worry about that. Okay, so Dante is currently getting some sleep right now. He's sleeping on the floor. He would rest much faster if I had a bedroll or something, right? See, his comfort is very low. But he's doing all right. He's doing all right. My base is unguarded, so normally you wouldn't want to do this until you had other colonists or a spike trap hallway for fending off raiders, that sort of thing. But right now, we don't have much for raiders to steal anyway. So we can afford to leave our base without worrying too much about potential consequences, right? Primary thing, I need quality medicine, because if I get a bad flu or, God forbid, the plague, I could end up dying, right? So we made it to town. We're going to pause the game. There's a trade window down here. I'm going to click on it. Let's see here. Medicine. Quality medicine. Now, there's 3 types of medicine in the game, okay? There's herbal, which is what we gathered back at base. There's this medicine, which is kind of a middle ground. And then there's Glitter World medicine, which is rather rare, but extremely effective, right? So this is great. If we can get this medicine here, we're good. We have penoxycycline, smoke leaf joint. As you can see, there's tons of items in this game. You can buy a liver, a new liver, a biological human liver. Like, you can literally transplant someone's liver through surgery if you want, dude. There's psi trainers. You can have psychic powers, gene packs. You can alter your genes. Skill trainers for improving the skills of your characters, like crafting, mining, wood cutting, you know, combat, whatever, right? A lot of weapons here, as you can see, clothing, even sculptures and art. All kinds of stuff, buddy, all kinds of stuff. But right now, the priority is that we sell our chess tables right here. Yeah, so we're making 86 bucks. And then we can afford to buy some medicine with that money. Not much. I can buy 3 medicine, but that is way better than nothing. And now we're gonna head back home. Just like that. So if I check my items list, we now have that 3 medicine that we just bought. And we're broke, we have no silver, but that was definitely worth it. Where's Virgil? My man. Hell yeah. You could probably tell I fashioned my character around Dante from Devil May Cry, eh? With the white hair and everything. He needs me to pay because we had a party on Saturday and he couldn't sleep. I don't know, that sounds weird. What the hell? Alright, so we finally arrived back at home. We're gonna get some sleep for the night. And we now have quality medicine. The next priority is we have to build a spike trap hallway to fend off potential threats and raiders. Our temporary base is working out quite well. Now, you can tell there's a brick wall right here. And if we break through, there's an ancient danger in here. Typically an extraordinarily dangerous fight that would kill me if I broke into it. But we can avoid it till we're ready. Alright, so, let's see here. We have 1 more meal left, and it spoils in 1.8 days. We're gonna top up our recreation bar, then we'll get to work. I'm gonna want to gather more berries at this point. Gather more herbal medicine as well, but we need to watch out for predators on the world map. Yeah, there's certain creatures, this right here. So this icon right here means that the creature is a predator and it may hunt me if it gets hungry. Fortunately, none of the animals currently on the map will hunt me if hungry. We don't have any natural predators here. Everything is herbivorous. And we'll choose instead to get easy berries and stuff like that if hungry. But we may have wargs and wolves and coyotes and dangerous animals wander onto the map that might hunt me when it suits them, right? So we're gonna have to really watch out for that. Make sure I don't get caught with my pants down while we're out and about. Well, Judith, I mean, you don't need to spend birthday money on people. Call me crazy, but like, good family appreciates your company on on their birthday, not whatever presents you buy them. There's an ancient monolith over there, and we are definitely going to want to research that fallen monolith. That is part of the Anomaly DLC. The Anomaly DLC adds a bunch of survival horror elements. As you can see, there's skeletons over here, pools of blood. We can investigate this to start having supernatural occurrences occur. Sort of Lovecraftian occurrences, right? And we can actually get some very powerful demonic technology through that means. It might help us out. Anyway, at a later point in time, we can certainly switch bases. For now, we're just going to stockpile some food and herbal medicine. And I need to build a spike trap hallway. We have enough berries now where I can replace all of my meals. I can cook another 6. We'll eat very shortly. Maybe I'll just eat that now. And I want to do something specific here. See, if I tell my colonist to refill that campfire, he's going to put an entire 20 wood in it. I don't need 20 wood to cook like 6 meals, right? So if you have the mods that I have, like the pick up and haul mod, then you can actually collect a certain amount of items, right? So I'm going to pick up, let's say like 4 wood, which is excessive. I probably won't even need that much, but now we're going to forbid access to that wood pile. Drop this 4 wood right here. And then I can refuel the fire with that 4 wood, giving us, 10 hours of fuel, more than enough to cook these meals without wasting the other 16 wood that we could put toward a better purpose, right? Let's cook. All right, we have meals. Now we need a shitload of wood. Let's get wood. We'll cut down all these trees right here next to the monolith. Let's get busy. Let's check the wildlife tab. I don't see any predators on the map. None. None that'll hunt me at random. We should be all right. Yeah, go easy on Chibi, Judy. He busts his ass off every day. All right, we're going for a little walk, bump up our recreation. Let's haul some wood back to base before we go to sleep. And I'm going to... Now, if my character gets hungry enough, he might actually try to eat those berries over there. So I'm going to manage my food policies. He's currently assigned to the lavish policy. So I'm going to alter this so that all he'll eat is meals. I don't want him to eat raw food because raw food, like these berries, presents a higher chance of food poisoning, right? I want him eating safely cooked meals with a minimal chance. So we sleep the night away, and now we have to get started on a trap hallway of sorts. Marble wall. There's a lot of valuable structures over here. I feel like this is where we should move to. There's a lot of open space there, man. A lot of space. We could do a lot with that area. Are there any other places that compare? That's steel. I'm going to want to deconstruct that entire place so that we can use the steel for our own purposes. I don't see another comparable area. We'll move over there. It provides us with tons of fucking room. Yeah, we'll move here. It's not far. And just for the sake of it, for the sake of making sure that I can respond if I get raided or attacked, we'll build a rudimentary trap hallway right here. It doesn't take much, not really. So you just, you know, you build a little hallway. Like that. Hang on. And then you go to the security tab right here. So the walls we found in the structure tab. The security tab has spike traps. We're gonna lay out a few spike traps in there. And then I'm gonna put doors right here so that if I have to replace the spike traps, I can do so without stepping over them, because my traps can hurt me if I step on them. And this door is going to be my way into the base, whereas enemies are going to take the path of least resistance. They're going to walk through the traps to try to break into my base. But I have to hold that door open. If I hold that door open, then they view this as a direct path into my base with no resistance. Okay, let's get building. Now, if I need to, I can flee back to base to protect myself. What is this? Transport pod crash. If she survives, she will be badly wounded. She is from the Empire of Eternity. If she returns home safely, she will spread goodwill between your factions. You can also capture her for recruitment or slavery purposes, but this will anger her faction. So, if you click down here, you get to a faction list, right? I have a reputation with these various areas. As you can see, we are currently 0 neutral with the Empire. They could become hostile if we piss them off, or they might appreciate it if we get this person home safely. So perhaps we'll try to rescue this person. Maine. See, Maine's gonna bleed out in 7 hours. So if we want to rescue Maine, we got to do it quickly. So we're gonna go to the furniture tab and we're gonna drop a sleeping spot. Right here. And then we're gonna convert it to a medical bed. I'm going to draft Dante so that he's combat ready. And then we're gonna right click, tend Main without medicine. We're gonna stop the bleeding. Okay, we're good. We've tended to Main's wounds. Now, we rescue Main and take Main home. When, you know, we're gonna have to feed this person, of course, but if this person makes a full recovery and makes their way home, then we'll curry good favor from their faction, and that helps us in the long run. So we'll just make extra meals to compensate, right? We now have a rudimentary spike trap hallway that we can rely on. While we, you know, commit to the task of moving to that new area that we'd like to move to. Maybe it's 12 months and a bit, Farf, but welcome. Makes me happy to see that orange star. How are you doing? I was thinking about you actually just this morning. Psychic drone. Okay, this is a random event. You're gonna get all sorts of random events while you play Rimworld. This random event, psychic drone low males, so it negatively impacts the mood of all my males in my colony. As you can see, low psychic drone, -12, right? But as long as we take care of my mood, I should be fine. Now, clear the home zone. Every time you build something new, it automatically puts a home zone around it. So if you don't want that to happen, you can toggle it down here. We have to start moving over here. So let's get started. We will dismantle the sarcophagi. Deconstruct most of that. Ancient generator. We'll have to destroy that. All right. And we're gonna haul some wood over there. So we're gonna put a stockpile zone right there, clear all, type in wood, click it, and then we'll go priority critical so that, you know, my character is gonna move the wood over there. Prioritize hauling wood. There we go. So now I have some wood over here that I can use to build. And for the sake of it, we will store steel here as well, because we're going to be harvesting steel, granite blocks, and what is this? Marble. So we'll also store some marble here. Okay. Right on, buddy. Life goes, eh? Life goes on. Oh, what's this? Disease infection. Maine has an infection on their arm. So I'm gonna have to tend to that wound. So I'm going to remove the roof right here because I actually tend better if I'm standing in the light. So look at this, right? It's brightly lit outside as indicated down here at the bottom left, but inside it's dark. But if I mouse over the spot where I removed the roof, it's brightly lit 100%. That's gonna give me a better tend quality on this. So we're gonna treat Maine, try to deal with their infection, and now it's time that we feed this person. We gotta take care of them. How do I feed this person? Maybe they're not... They should be hungry enough. Hang on, do I have work enabled for wardening? I do. Hang on. Whoa, here we go. Prioritize feeding. All right, eat up. Hopefully this person survives that infection. Tend quality of 70 is all right. It looks like, so infection is very similar to a flu. It's similar to the plague. It's a disease that colonists can get that you then have to treat and hope they survive. As you can see right here, the infection, it says infection minor, 4.8%. That percentage is going to steadily increase. And what I have to do is I have to tend to this person and treat their infection. Down below, it says immunity. At the very bottom of that box, it says immunity, 5.3%. I have to make sure that the immunity outpaces the infection. If the infection reaches 100% first, they die. If the immunity reaches 100% first, they live. Very interesting system. Now, we should be good for a little bit. Let's get back there and keep working. A turkey has been self-tamed. Okay. It looks like that turkey is accustomed to life with people. So I can slaughter that turkey whenever we need food. Let's check the wildlife tab. There's no predators on the map, not yet. Yeah, time to go to sleep. After we get some recreation time, anyway. I might want to build that person a bed, just to make sure they have a more comfortable place. Let's do that. Yeah. It's a poor bed, but it's better than sleeping on the fucking floor. There you go. Yeah, see how the immunity is 28% and the infection is 18? That's what you want. That's the outcome you're looking for. Well, this person is now no longer incapable of walking. We could send them on their way after feeding them breakfast, honestly. If we look over here at their... So you click on them and you go to the health tab. They can move at 70% speed. They're weakened, but they're not dead, right? We could send them on their way, they'll get back home, and their community will take care of them the rest of the way. Yeah, so let's feed them. Maybe we could at least wait until their infection is cured. I don't know. You know what? Let's send them on their way. They're all right. Yeah. Maybe I should have tended them first. Oh shit, what's their medical skill? 1? Oh god. That sucks. Oh, for fuck's sake. You know what? Let's get rid of the bed. We'll just set that for prisoners. Wait. Yeah. And then now she's going. As long as she walks off the map safely, we're good. We have to hope she doesn't have like a psychotic break and her infection just became major. But yeah, well, we might be all right. As long as she walks off the map, then we succeeded. Let's hope she makes it. There we go. We gained 12 reputation with the Empire. Thanks to that. We did good. And let's eat. All right. Now we need to build a roof area. I would like it if this was relatively mirrored. Let's see how long this wall is. So from the corner, down by 9. So from here, we'll do that. So it's like 8 on one side, 8 on the other with a midpoint for a door. And then right here is 5. So we can have a middle way door right there as well. Yeah, from here down to there is 17. At which point we go over here by 2. And then there. Then 4. And then down by 1. Over here. We need a marble wall segment right here. Okay, let's get rid of that. Same with these. Let's toggle the visibility of roofs. Once that roof is built, I can toggle the visibility of it so that I can see it and build around it. See how it's glowing green? That's this setting down here at the bottom right. You need structural support for the roof though, so you have to make sure that you have like walls nearby that can hold the roof up, right? Okay, so far so good. Now. So that's what it should be, 17. And then close that in. What's the midway point? Right here. We are going to disassemble that and put a door right there. Okay. There we go. Now, remove roof area, huh? Gonna remove all that. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. Now, let's build the rest. Hang on. There we go, complete symmetry. We got it. We just got to get it built. Now, we're gonna want to get all of these chunks out of here. It's easier to do it these right here: marble chunk, granite chunk, etc. Right? So we're gonna cancel that wall segment so we have a easy way out. We're gonna go over here to this new stockpile zone, set it to critical, look up chunk, and we are going to put all stone chunks there. Then we are going to move all of these over there. Same with these. It's coming together. It is coming together. Now, let's do a predator check. We got to make sure that there's no dangerous wild animals around here. None. Okay. Wooden door right there. Another wooden door right here. .6 days left on the spoil timer for those meals. We got to get some new recruits, definitely. The psychic drone is ending, so I now have 12 more mood perpetually than I did before. Let's eat. Transport pod crash, what? Oh shit. I missed that. Well, you know what? He's free food, actually. We're gonna take him home. Yeah, we can butcher him and eat him. My guy's okay with eating corpses, human corpses. We're good. Here. Human-like corpses allowed. Hell yeah, buddy. We got free food. Question is, would he have been a good recruit had I rescued him? Not really. He's abrasive and greedy. All right. Actually, oh, that's a child? Wait. Age 17. Hell yeah, buddy. All right. We're eating kid tonight, boys. Let's go grab him. Nubile meat for the grinder. Kaiser. I hope things have been going well for you, old fart. I hope things have been going well. I recognize I was kind of... I must have seemed a little dismissive. I've been tired as fuck lately. Just dealing... The 100 days of discipline has been hard, but then I've had constant allergies on top of that. Like spring, summer allergies going on. Fucking mega tired all the time. Still grinding though. Still grinding. Getting shit done. Alright, let's start hauling all of these chunks out of here. Now, the reason why I'm manually hauling all of these chunks is because your character actually has, like, if you click on the work tab, click manual priorities, and you'll see first is done first, fourth is done last. When everything is equal, when every priority is set to 3, the colonist has his own order of operations where he does things, right? So if I want to move these chunks before he keeps on building, I have to move them right now myself by right-clicking on them routinely. Because my character, the default setting is he wants to do the construction before the hauling, right? So that's how that works. Hell yeah, we got a lot of space in here, man. We can have some dope ass fucking bedrooms in here. We got a lot of space for anything. This is way better than the place where we currently are. Way better. It was a lot of work to get it ready, but we're good. Minor break risk. Okay, psychological issues. Let's get out of here and go eat a meal. Just by leaving the dark space, I get a little mood boost, right? Darkness causes a mood debuff. Now, let's butcher this carcass. For that, I could craft a butcher's table, or I could just go to production here and build a butcher's spot. I think I'll just do a butcher's spot for now. Add build, butcher creature. Now, by default, you don't butcher human bodies. You have to toggle that on. So, I toggled it on. Oh, if you want to know how to do that, you click on the butcher spot. You're going to click on bills. This is where you add what you want that spot to do, right? So the butcher spot, I want to butcher a creature, but then you have to go to details and click allow all, right? And then you can change other factors too, like there's do X times, do until you have X, do forever. If I set it to do forever, then he'll just butcher carcasses whenever they show up, right? There's also this, you can either take the results to the best stockpile, namely the leather and the meat, or you can have him drop it on the floor, right? Yeah. All right, we are gonna wanna make more now. Make more meals. Let's get it done. We're gonna pick up, let's just say 3 wood. I'm gonna stop my colonists from leaving this area. Refuel, and let's cook. Hang on, I might have to make sure that human meat is a possible ingredient. Yeah, we'll allow all on the cooking order. Another stable day on the rim. We have 7 meals prepared. Should be good for a while. Let's go to sleep. Get our recreation filled up. And let's get to work. Hey, sweetie.
I came to see how Dante's doing.
It's doing pretty good. We started out in here, made a tiny little trap hallway. We did a caravan right away to this town over here. It was decently far, but we did all right.
Wow.
And we got this 3 medicine. I crafted and sold 2 chest tables to afford it. Now we're moving from this space over to here. I've been fixing it up. We got a lot of pre-existing furniture in here, like it'll beautify the space, right?
Can you repair the steelies?
Yeah, you can repair them. They also, I can change the graphic if I want, thanks to a mod, right?
Nice.
And that's gonna add to the beauty of the space. And I'm thinking we'll do like I could do like bedrooms in the corners here for prisoners, medical, whatever, right?
And don't forget about the shelves in your storage space there.
Yeah, for sure. That's just temporary for while I was deconstructing stuff. We're gonna have storage in here along with maybe some workstations, you know?
Ooh.
I might have to get rid of this limestone stele though, but we can convert the bricks into traps to get rid of them to reduce colony wealth, right?
Very cool.
Yeah, it's going good.
And you having fun?
I'm having lots of fun.
Good. Have fun for both of us.
Yeah, until you can play yourself.
Yeah. Well, I could, but the thing is, I'm making a Witcher 3 inspired huge painting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting in an ancient lesson, and there'll be lots of wolves, crows, and misty forest and stuff. So I'm actually kind of having fun preparing it. Fun as playing a video game, of course.
I know.
Right, are you just about ready for another cup of coffee?
Just about, yeah. I could chug what's left. There's time, right? You gotta prepare it.
Don't chug it. I'll put the water on.
Okay. All right, now, we pretty much have our roof zone built over there. Let's set him strictly to work right now. Make sure he keeps on getting stuff done. Now, an important thing to know about wooden structures, okay? Forest fires can happen. And wooden structures can catch fire during forest fires.
I'm topping you off.
Okay. Forest fires can actually spread. So let's say lightning was to strike the ground right now. All of this grass, all of these trees, all of these bushes, the fire would spread between them. And if that fire reached my base, it would burn the wood stuff down, right? But there is a way to protect yourself against that. And I'm going to show you that way right now. You have to build a roof around the edge of your entire structure, held up by the walls, and it has to be at least 2 blocks out. So, after you do, this is not enough, okay? This isn't enough. There is another step to it, but I will show you what that step is. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, so we are now going to build a roof around the entire perimeter of our base. That stops greenery, shrubbery, grass, trees from regrowing. But it's not enough to just build the roof. We need to cut all the plants around the perimeter of our base. That way, whenever a forest fire approaches our base, it stops there because there's nothing for it to spread to, right? You got to remove everything that it could spread to. So we're gonna cut all the trees around the perimeter of our base, of which there are admittedly few, right? And then we have to go to cut plants right here. And that is the bulk of the work order. As you can see, there's a shitload of plants around our base. A shitload, buddy. But we get rid of them once, and as long as the roof is there, they'll stay gone. So fire will not spread to our wooden structures, and they will be safe from harm. That is how you prevent a forest fire from fucking your whole base. Animal wandering away. Well, you know what? That turkey, I don't care much about the turkey. We're good. Yeah, basically, once I cut all the plants in a perimeter around my base, the roof is going to stop all those plants from regrowing because sunlight needs to touch the soil in order for the plants to regrow. No sunlight, no regrowth. And that protects you from the, you know, eventuality that you might have to deal with a rampaging forest fire. All right, let's eat. We gotta eat our dinner. I might make it look easy, but this game is brutally difficult. Brutally difficult, requiring a significant amount of knowledge to play. And if you're looking for, like, the next game that you'll spend 1,000 hours learning, this is the one. All right. Now, let's get back to work. Let's disable the recreation in the early morning. Make sure he just keeps on working. The new base is coming together. And don't worry, this is not our forever base, but this base is going to last us a good long time until we're, you know, ready for something different. It's got everything we need. Now, let's eat a lunch. Okay, so the base is now completely fireproof. We don't have to worry about it burning down at any point. Is this a work camp commune now? It could be. If you want, Husker, we could fucking abduct children and harvest their organs, cut out their legs so they can't run away, cut out their tongues so they can't tell anyone about it. This game is unhinged, brother. Unhinged. Anyway, let's get started on our defenses. We need a trap hallway to protect us from raids. Where we put it doesn't matter much. Let's put it up here. Now, I actually was watching a channel called Adam vs. Everything, and he made his trap hallway considerably different from the way that I make it. The way that he made it was too wide, with fences and traps interchangeably, and I think the reason why he did it that way is because whenever I repel a raid and the raiders start running, they often break the doors to get away. So maybe if I do it the other way, the way that Adam does it, it might work out better for us, right? So let's set up the trap hallway then. So yeah, we need a gap that's too wide right there. And then we need fences and traps. I will put doors right here so that I can have more wooden spike traps in the hallway itself. Wait. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. From what I understand, you can actually... Your colonists will path around the traps. Security, wooden spike traps, so we'll put those here. And then we need fences right here. Apparently it works. Like, it protects my colonists from stepping into the traps. I'm not sure, mind you, but hopefully, right? We will have to simply test it out, which is a considerable risk. I don't like testing new things out, but if this can work better, then we should do it. See, it looks like he's walking over his own trap right there. That's sus. Let's put the speed setting to like 1 and monitor this. Oh, you see that? He's not walking over the traps. No, he's going diagonally around them. I see. I see. Okay, so maybe I might not need the door to get in. It might still be a good idea to have that door for escaping, but... The Stalin map. How are you doing today, Husker? We're almost ready to move in. One second. Hello, sweetie.
Are you still alive?
I'm still live, yeah. It just took a second to respond to that. Okay. We finally got it built. I tried this, and the colonist actually goes diagonally around the traps. Mm-hmm. And I'm hoping that the raiders will go through the traps. Yeah.
I came to ask you if you...
Sure, yeah. Is bacon on the table?
That's a bit of extra work.
Don't even sweat it. Don't sweat it. Eggs are fine.
Okay.
All right, let's cut down some trees.
The savings continue at Canadian.
Sorry about that. Got an ad. All right. Well, we have our trap hallway, and that should keep me relatively safe. All right, so at this point, we can pretty much start moving in. We're ready. Building a floor in there would be nice. What's the beauty rating on this anyway? 30. 16. 16. All right, we're gonna want to build a shitload of shelves. Because shelves make for damn good storage. I didn't know it until recently, but shelves actually give you, like, you can put multiple items in one shelf, making it way more convenient. 3 items per space, basically. Hello, Ozgun. I'm doing okay, buddy. I'm doing okay. What's up with you? How are you doing? How are we gonna lay these shelves out, though? We could do it like that. We could store a shitload of stuff in here if we do it like that. Maybe we can do it even better. Oh, yes, that's the way. That's the way right fucking there. Okay. We'll be able to store so much shit in there. And the beautiful part is, whatever you store on a shelf, it doesn't negatively impact the beauty rating of the room, right? So we gotta start building these fucking shelves. And let's get rid of this stockpile zone right here. Minor break risk. All right. Let's go eat. That'll take care of the minor break risk in a pinch. All right. Side quests were added for Power World, eh? All right, we're almost fully moved out of here. Things are looking nice. Uninstall the beds. We now have very low expectations rather than having extremely low expectations, so we're kind of breaking out of that early game space at this point, you know? Let's haul this stuff over there to the new base. A lot of it's very heavy, though. We can only take it like one thing at a time. All right. Gonna need a temporary regular stockpile zone here. There we go. We got everything. Just about. New base. I'm gonna have to fireproof this trap hallway, though. Fire can spread to that and destroy it. Totally can. But as long as we have, you know, the proper measures in place, we don't have to worry about that. Okay. Let's just roof that whole section right there. Now we need to cut the plants around it. I still have one more meal that we can eat. We're not exactly desperate on food yet, but I will want to take care of it very soon. When does that meal spoil anyway? That matters. 7 hours. Oh, buddy. I might want to go get some berries at this point. We got a big cluster down there. Let's grab them. Okay, 70 berries. I think you need 8 per meal. So that can cover my needs for the next cooking. Let's eat that last meal that we've got. Thank you, honey.
Still good.
Still got it.
I can just top you off with fresh hot coffee and then you can get another.
Okay. Oxygen not included? You're not the first person to tell me that. Okay, we got our good bed right here. Let's lay it down in the corner. Get some sleep. Get full recreation. All right, now we immediately have to start cooking a meal. So, where am I gonna be doing my cooking? That seems like the smart place right there. We'll put a wooden door and a wooden wall right there, but I have to get more wood. I don't have enough. Let's cut down a couple of these poplar trees, nice and quick. Shit. All right, let's disallow the construction of those shelves. Then harvest that. Otherwise, he's gonna put the wood toward the shelves instead of putting it toward us building a campfire and cooking some fucking food. All right. Now we put the actual campfire right here. All right. Now add bill, cook simple meal, do forever. No, we'll do it 7 times. Details, allow all ingredients. And let's get cooking. In order to cook faster, we're gonna go to details and we're gonna put, he's gonna drop the meals on the floor in between cooks. Okay, we got 7 new meals. Let's eat. Let's keep fireproofing this trap hallway here. Thank you. Now we're gonna need a nice floor. A wood floor will do. And we need to think about getting a new recruit, man. We need a second pair of hands around here. We need somebody to help us out. Ugh. We got plenty of fucking storage space, though. This is nice, eh? Yeah, we did good. We got a great base here. Now, let's take a look at the beauty of the room. Very dirty. Let's make this entire area our home zone. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. We have a home. Honest to goodness fucking home. Now, let's see about the floors. Quest available, Morris's raccoons. A pack of 2 man-hunting raccoons are hunting her. If you accept, the man-hunting raccoons will follow in 1 hour. Morris, eh? Okay, alright. So, we are the Cthulhians of Cthulheim. Yes, that sounds good to me. Okay, so this is actually a kid. A 5-year-old kid. Oh, fuck. I have a 5-year-old kid here. Okay. So we have 2 raccoons coming in. Yeah, you better get inside, kid. Let's forbid access to the doors so that they don't go anywhere. And hopefully... Okay, wait, we have to hold that door open, I think. Haha, see that? The fucking dope. Spike trap hallway, buddy. It works wonders. Boom. Now, a shambler approaches, that's actually a fucking zombie. A strong fucking zombie, unfortunately. It'll last 3 days. It's kind of slow and stupid. So we can try to avoid it. We are going to have to replace those traps. We now have 2 raccoon carcasses that we can try to cook later. Alright, let's just get back to sleep. And Morris can sleep in this bed, I suppose. Where the hell are you going? Oh, you're cleaning. What a good kid. He's cleaning the blood off the floor. Okay. We gotta try to stay away from that zombie to the north. And I might want to get my hands on more meds. Let's check the wildlife tab. There are no predators on the map that I need to worry about. Oh shit, that's a rotting raccoon. We don't want that. Alright, let's pick it up. Drop it out here. It'll deteriorate over time. We can just leave it there. So what, are you just like stuck here, kid? Are you just gonna chill here? I think we have a kid now, which I'm kind of worried about. I don't want a fucking kid. It's a lot of responsibility. Maybe we could sell him to a slaver or something. Anyway, let's get back to work. I mean, the kid's useful. He's hauling stuff, right? Ah, fine. We'll keep you, buddy. Go eat. Eat some food. I mean, if we get really desperate, we can always butcher him and eat him. You know? What else are kids for? All right, clear all. We're gonna put medicine here. Consolidate it all in one place. There we go. And then on this shelf, we will put blocks. And I'm gonna... hang on. We need another shelf for wood and steel. Beautiful. Okay. Looking clean. Looking organized in here. Good morning, Lee. Hell yeah, another day on the rim. It's going good. We adopted this random ass kid named Morris, and I don't know how I feel about it. I've never raised a kid in this game before. How do we make like the school? We need like a desk and a blackboard, don't we? Okay, you know what? Let's just put these vases anywhere, I guess. Right there. And then we need the horseshoe pin installed right here. All right, now we need the wooden blackboard right here. And well, we need like a desk, don't we? Like a school desk? Yeah, school desk right fucking here. Okay, let's build those, I guess. I'm completely winging it. I have no idea how any of this stuff works. Not really. Consume meal. And I might want to plant some fucking rice at this stage. I feel like, you know, we're gonna have more pressing food needs. Let's put a grow zone somewhere. Where's the fertility overlay? Right here. How are you doing today, Lee? I guess I'll just plant a rice field out here. Fertility. Grow zone. Okay. Oh shit, yo, that shambler's right over there. I don't like that. Fuck, we have a kid to feed. All right, you know what? In this shelf right here, we're gonna put, I guess, foods like meals and ingredients type thing. And we'll put it to critical priority. Judy, that's really not cool. You recognize that, right? You know, I gotta put you in timeout. Don't beg my other viewers for chat. You can come back tomorrow. Okay, now how do I use this desk and blackboard and shit? I'm assuming I need like a chair. Wooden chair. Well, that's a dining chair. Can I use that for a school? Probably. So how do we use this school desk? I have no idea. We are definitely gonna need more food though. 100% we will. The rice will grow, but it is going to take some time. Let's try to secure a little bit of food. I'm also going to need a combat training dummy so that I can start to get my character a little bit stronger. So we'll put that training dummy down here. Food first, however. We gotta gather some fucking berries. Let's go do that. $64 berries. We're gonna want twice as much. I don't know if we want twice as much food now, but we certainly need more than we have been making to account for the kid. Hang on. School desk, Rimworld. I need to look this up real quick. Children sit behind the desk and gain learning. Adults can sit beside the children to increase EXP in a random valid skill. Huh. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to build 2 more blackboards, apparently. And I need a second chair for Dante to actually teach the kid. I've never done this before, so I'm kind of learning as I go. A bulk goods trader. Hello there. Oh, if we get raided now, it's a foregone conclusion that we'll be just fine. Where the hell do we put this classroom, though? Let's, okay. Reinstall here. Reinstall his bed elsewhere. We'll put it up here, next to the fire. Now let's move this shit. Missing 15 wood. Well, we're gonna have to take care of the food need first. So let's pick up 3 wood, 4 at this point. And then go over here. Drop the wood. Refuel. And we gotta get cooking. I need at least 10 meals, but honestly, the more I can make, the better. Fuck yeah, Orochi. Oh, we picked it up, buddy. We have a kid. We rescued a kid from 2 man-eating raccoons, and I'm trying to figure out how to, like, raise the kid, you know? So we're trying to build a school. All right, we have some meals handy. Now we need a little bit more wood. Let's get more wood. I'll cut down 3 of these. We have an eclipse right now, which is kind of shitty. It's always dark, whether it's daytime or not. Let's cancel that tree, haul this wood back. Okay, go to sleep. Now we'll reinstall that chair right here. And then I need to install another chair Apparently beside the kid. Apparently. Apparently that's how it works. Hang on. Let's put the desk nice and close. Yeah. This kid's 5 years old. This kid's literally 5 years old, man. All right. What can we do with this guy? Nothing much. We can sell the human leather, get like 56 bucks, you know? Pretty much it, though. All right. I need to make myself some fucking clothing. I'm literally going to be tutoring a kid while naked. What am I, a tranny? All right, let's make that school desk. Or move it over. Okay. Reinstall right there. Same with this one. I don't know how the teaching works. I don't know how to actually do it. Hang on. Colonists won't use school desk Rimworld. How to teach kids at the school desk. Apparently it happens automatically. So let's take a look at the work here. Firefight, patient, doctor, bed, childcare. We'll set that to 1. I think that might be it. So now we wait till it happens, basically. All right, well, I think we have that, Zeus. I think. Apparently, Morris is nature running. I don't know what that is, but let's gather some of this medicine and maybe some more berries. I also need to keep on sowing that field. What the hell do I do with it? Do I have to feed it? Yeah. Don't have the kids set to working either, they will play. Well, right now the kid's assigned to anything. Gotta put them in the coal mines, yeah. Refuse visitors until I have guest beds. Oh god. A mad boomalope hit. Oh fuck. Okay. Run. Now, that boomalope is gonna blow up when it dies on the trap, so I gotta immediately start firefighting here. Yeah, let's go. Jesus. Well, I better get replacing those fucking traps. At least we have food figured out, right? Now, I need a butcher spot. We'll put it right there. And I could use a little zone for animals that we intend to butcher later. We'll just put it right here. So clear all corpses. We have to disallow rotten corpses though. All right. At least the kid's okay. Find it crazy how I even care about that. I'm changing, boys. Look at that, he's even helping. We'll figure it out, Susie. I should try to get this child raising shit in my repertoire, as they, I think, say. Let's go to sleep. Man, I'm glad I got to that boomalope carcass in time. It almost fully burned away. Maybe I should do some rituals. Try to get a new colonist that might help out with this. I don't know. Right now, I haven't even had a chance to train yet. Like, my combat skills are bunk. Cargo pods. Containing berries. Nice. Maybe the kid can go grab the cargo pod contents. No, he's sky dreaming. Okay. Well, I'm gonna need more wood for this, so let's cut down all of these trees right here after I go grab those berries. At least that shambler's gone. He was here for 3 days, but he's gone now. All right. And that, chat and viewers, is a benefit of not using wood. The wood spike traps are okay, but occasionally boom rats and boomalopes will come in here, they'll blow up and burn everything down, right? They deliver the fire to your base, but if you have granite walls or another type of stone, then the stone can't catch fire. It's not flammable, right? So if you build granite walls and have wooden spike traps in there, that's generally a better idea. I appreciate that, Susie. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, we have to build more fences here. Yeah, Lee, I found a new design for the trap hallway. I was watching this guy called Adam versus Everything, and this trap hallway is better because when the raiders decide to flee, they don't like break your doors. A big problem I was having was every time raiders would start to run away, they would break down my doors on the way out, right? That doesn't happen anymore. Basically, my colonists walk diagonally to avoid the traps, but enemies walk into the traps. It's really, really nice, really convenient. Look at this kid. He's hauling shit, man. Fucking right. I need to make myself some fucking clothing or something. We can use the boomalope fur to do that. Let's build a butcher's table. Something a little bit better, right? Something that works a little greater. All right. Add bill, butcher creature, do forever, details, allow all. All right. What are we doing here? Plain horseshoes. I have no more meals left, however, so let's butcher this guy. And we're gonna want to cook pretty much first thing in the morning. I have a simple meal on me, so whoever gets hungriest first can eat that, although it looks like we're getting hungry at pretty much the same rate. I'm I'm gonna have to call it an early night and start cooking right away to compensate for that. Let's go. I need pick up wood. We're gonna take 4. Go over there. All right. Now we cook, except I'm not going to use the berries. Those have a longer shelf life. We'll cook with the meat. And then I'll make myself like a tribal outfit with this plain leather, so I'm not just walking around naked anymore. It feels weird. There's a kid around. I'm not an LGBT teacher, you know? I'm not trying to groom this kid. Oh? Yo, the kid's sitting at the desk, learning a lesson. What? Yo, I'm teaching the fucking kid. What the hell is going on? Oh! How does it work better? It's the diagonal moving. And the raiders won't destroy my doors on the way out. So I used to have doors to repair all the traps, right? But then the raiders, when they started fleeing, they would destroy those doors to create a quicker way out. That's not the case anymore. Yo, I'm teaching the kid. This is crazy. As Asmongold would say, that's insane. Harvesting heal root, right. Forgot about that. Yo, Lee, these shelves are actually sick. I didn't know this at the time. I don't know if you know this, but a shelf, like one tile of a shelf can hold 3 items, right? So it's actually more space efficient, and stuff stored on shelves does not negatively impact the beauty or the cleanliness of a room. So if I stuff this meat on the shelf, it doesn't make the room dirty. Isn't that crazy? I had no idea. Wait a sec. Yeah, we gotta cook more. Shit, hang on. I put that fuel in there and I pretty much wasted it. Okay. Pick up wood. 4. And then... At least we fed Morris. He's not going hungry. Drop that. Refuel. And let's cook. I can make 11 meals out of the meat. Possibly 12, actually. Look at that. The kid's helping, bro. He cleans, he hauls. And there's another reason this trap hallway is better too. If I was running away from somebody and I came over here to the door to get away, I'd have to wait for the door to open, right? But now I walk through all of this and they follow behind me, potentially triggering traps on the way. All right, that's enough meals for now. We're doing all right. Let's, yeah, we're gonna forbid access to those meals and we're gonna have them eat in like a spaced out way. And I need to craft myself a production zone so that I can make training equipment and such. Put it right there. And we are going to craft a training bow, training knife, and tribal wear. Tribal wear first so that I'm not fucking naked in front of a kid anymore. Fucking Democrat. All right. Finally, a useful child. You have to dump half of them out? Well, aren't you supposed to use that for bread? I don't know. I don't know how sourdough works, but aren't you supposed to use the excess for, like, making bread? Well, Orochi, ad blockers will stop me from getting money. but at the same time, I encourage people to use ad blockers. I do, okay? The simple truth is, a lot of people watch ads. A lot of people have YouTube Premium. I'm gonna make money either way. A lot of people donate memberships. A lot of people have active memberships to the channel. I don't put the onus on any individual viewer to make my income. I do get money for ads, but I also appreciate, like, I don't use ad blockers, but I always want to. So if you have like uBlock Origin, no hard feelings, buddy. No hard feelings. Okay, we have a visiting trader. Let's check them out. Other than pemmican, they don't have much, but I could buy, like, well, I'm broke. I can't buy anything. Yeah, we're good. How much do I need to make the clothing? Tribal wear. Oh, I need 60 fabric or leather. Okay, hang on. I have to pee really badly. Oh, well, I appreciate that, Orochi, but anytime, like, I do try to make it so that the ads, I'm allowed to choose the frequency of my ads, so I make it so that the ads happen every 19 minutes while I'm live. Primarily, you know, it would be an even 20, but YouTube doesn't offer an even 20, right? So every 19 minutes, you might get an ad. Ugh. Yeah, unfortunately, we can't make the tribal wear yet, so I have to keep on teaching the kid while naked. Let's at least craft my training equipment. I need to get stronger. I need to get stronger. How the hell am I supposed to defend this place if I don't? It only takes one person with, like, nimble, and I become completely screwed. All right, we are going to store the training equipment right here. Training knife and training bow, priority critical. There we go. Oh, shit. Right, I have to get rid of those. Let's uninstall these spike traps. Cancel that one. I don't really think I need the rat. Although if I did end up get it here, let's pick it up. Cause it depends on how much fur I get from it. I could end up making patch leather tribal wear. Potentially. It depends on how much fur I get from this. Yeah. Yeah, we totally can. Beautiful. Okay. So I think I need a tailoring bench in order to make the patch leather, unfortunately. Unless I can do it here, but I doubt it. Yeah, so we're gonna have to make a tailoring bench. I'm gonna make an electric one. But we need components. We have them right outside the door, so it doesn't matter much. Let's go get some. Okay. Now we have to make patch leather. Oh, looks like we can only make it in batches of 50 though. Like that's the issue. Fuck. All right, what about this then? Trade. I can't sell him anything. That sucks. I need some fucking clothing, bro. Oh well. Let's start training our combat for a while. We're gonna train very fast. I have double passions in melee and shooting. I'm gonna want at least level 10 in both before I stop training Dante. The kids training, look at that. However, I think we're gonna... Alright. Gotta drop that knife. If he is gonna train, he should be using the knife to do it. There. Now, we're getting low on wood again. We're gonna want to cut down some more trees. And the rice. It's 63% grown. We don't necessarily need the rice, but we have it. I wonder if I could sell this guy the rice if we had it. I doubt it, but... All right, eat up. Now, let's do some recreation. He's not doing recreation. Maybe I need to make a new form of recreation. I need to make a chess table for myself, right? But we're gonna need more wood. That's weird. My character is not really doing recreation, and I don't know why. It might be a glitch that actually has to do with the combat dummy. Could be. Could be. Either way, it's dangerous. I'm going to save and quit. It might just be a combat dummy related glitch. All right. Oh, still no recreation. We're gonna have to hope that once I make the chess table, it improves. Yeah, maybe we just need a greater diversity of available recreation tasks. That has been the case before. We'll make that chess table. I think that's enough wood. Let's build it. No, he doesn't have a recreation incapable trait. There he goes. Yeah, he just needed a greater diversity of recreation tasks. All I had so far was the horseshoes pin, so now he'll cycle between the horseshoes pin and the chess table. That was it. I'm glad we figured it out. Now, you drop the wooden training knife. We don't actually need to harvest any of that right now, so I'm gonna destroy that grow zone. And then we can harvest it when we need it. Having a field of grown rice could at least help us, you know, at a desperate moment when we really need food. All right, now. Technically, you know what? Yeah, let's train here. Train ranged. Oh, teaching time. Nice. Okay. It's fucking weird to take care of a kid. I've never done this before. Quest available, a dusty traveler. John is approaching. He woke up from a crypto sleep all alone and friendless. He begs you permission to stay at Cthulheim for 7 days to rest and regroup. He offers to work and fight for free during that time. I don't know, that's risky, buddy. That's fucking risky. You never know what you're gonna get with a new guy joining. You never know. He could be shifty. He could try to rob us. He could try to kill us in our sleep. I don't think that's worth the risk. Make him hunt until he gets knocked and then steal his organs. You know what? Let's accept him. We'll see what happens. However, let's see here. He's got a steel knife, as well as clothing. Let's take his clothing and then maybe just banish him, right? It's kind of cruel. A great memory psychopath. It's actually not a terrible colonist, but... Okay. Yeah, drop all your shit. And then... Get out of here. Wait. It doesn't look like I can actually kick him out. No, I can rename him, but I can't, like, evict him out. Interesting. Okay, well, we know what to do about that, don't we, boys? Go attack that Mega Sloth barehanded. Later. He gone. Let's go to Morris and let's disable combat training on him. I don't want him to eat up Dante's training time. Oh, so he's watching me train combat, eh? That's pretty cool. Oh, shit. Morris, run! The Mega Sloth is fucking manhunting. Oh my god. He walked through all of our fucking traps. Alright, Morris, we gotta run away, buddy. Go over here. In the house. And we gotta close that door. Holy shit. He went full-on manhunter. Let's make sure that they don't try to leave the house. Then they'll be safe. That's crazy. Well, we'll be able to make Mega Sloth clothing. I mean, he's got a lot of fucking fur. Oh, shit, but now we're getting raided. Wait, that might be a good thing? He's a maddened manhunter. Oh, okay. What do we got here? One guy. Well, you know what? I need to rapidly repair some of these traps. It's a small blessing that that raider is going to prepare for a while and then attack. Right, there's clothing right here. It's shitty clothing, but it's clothing. Look at that, me and Morris have matching head wraps now. That's precious. All right. Anyway, I want to keep on training, but I'm at my limit for archery training. We'll do melee. Now, just to make sure there's not going to be any surprises, hang on. I have to hold that door open so he comes to the spike traps, and then... What's up, sweetie?
I'm doing lights, so can I wash both of your pairs of
Sure,
shorts
yeah.
that you have there?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep on training. That guy's dead. We're gonna want to go get his body. And we have a Mega Sloth as well. Now, where is this guy? What does he have? As long as he doesn't have Nimble, we're good. Nimble makes it so they walk over traps most of the time, which is really deadly. There he goes. Oh my god, Morris, get in the house. Okay. Well, we got him with one. And we're gonna want to get the hell out of here now. He's gonna bleed out, but 9 hours? That's not good. Oh, fuck. All right, Morris, you wait outside. Go. Go wait outside. Hang on. He's coming now. Okay. He is doing what? Attacking shit. Let's attack him. Fuck it. I trained my melee a little bit. Nice. Oh, we took him out before he could retaliate. Beautiful. All right, we're good. Yeah, we're good, buddy. We are good. Anyway, we have some butchering to do. Eat up. I love Rimworld too, yeah. If he wins this 1 vs 1, he earns his place. Oh, that's funny, dude. Yeah, Rimworld is a riot, isn't it? I love it. We have to pick up this tainted clothing, and we gotta move it outside so it starts to deteriorate over time. And we're butchering the last guy. Anyway, I could make a lot of money selling certain things now. Particularly meat. Like, we could sell a lot of stuff for money. Alright, that's repaired. We're gonna store our silver on that shelf right there. I am making human leather tribal wear. It's better than wearing tainted shit, because I'm just gonna have mood debuffs all the time if I keep wearing ratty apparel, right? Look at that kid. Look at how productive he is. I'm raising Morris.
Ah, good.
He hasn't gotten to his first growth tier yet, though. I'm keeping his learning meter full, so the learning meter gives him more growth tier moments, right? Yeah. You just have to keep it as close to 100% as possible. It
fills up repeatedly, and you progress through the tiers.
Okay.
So when you get to the progress to the next growth tier, you want to get that to as many tiers as you can.
Okay.
And then it tells you when the next growth moment will be.
Okay.
So you want to be as high as possible before that moment.
Okay, I made myself some tribal wear. I'm gonna disallow access to the training dummy for a second. Let's clean up in here. I got blood everywhere. And we need to replace some of those traps. I want to go on a caravan so that we can sell some stuff, but it would take too long. Like, mainly the meat, right? Okay. Let's cook some meals out of that meat. I need wood. Poplar tree right there. All right, eat up. Kid's got 2 fucking simple meals in his inventory. Why is that? Okay. There we go. Must have been the hauling. All right. That's enough for now. We just got raided, so the odds that we get raided again are like pretty low. Let's get a bunch of wood, repair some spike traps, and then maybe I'll send Dante on an expedition with all that meat and leather so that we can sell it before it spoils. Although it looks like it's gonna spoil pretty soon, actually. 1.1 days, yeah. Fuck, that sucks. But we'll see. Minor break risk. What's up with that? Ratty apparel. Oh, it's that fucking... Okay. You know what? I need to assign a clothing policy. Edit. Allow tainted. No. Minimum hit points. This matters. So we'll do like 60 and up. So now he won't try to wear that because it's too low in quality. Yeah. Let's get some rec time. And let's go to bed early. It might make the difference in whether or not I'm actually able to do that selling caravan tomorrow morning. I think we might be able to make it over there before the stuff spoils. I'm not sure, but we'll try. It's a decent amount of silver if I can make it. So, we're well rested enough. Let's get them going. Alright, so we'll send Dante with all the leather that we have. We're gonna sell that regardless. And then the clothing and all of our silver. Kind of risky. Travel supplies. We gotta send them with the meat. Oh yeah, that's a lot, man. That is a lot. If we can make it, that's good money. So let's go. The route travel time is 0.6 days. Hopefully we can make it in time. Let's go. Oh shit. Okay, good. I left the kid with some meals. Yeah, 2 meals. All right, break of dawn, and he is moving. Let's go. I wish I could see the spoil timer, like when it's gonna go bad. I can't really see it. I don't think we're gonna make it. There's rot in 0.3 days. Yeah. It is what it is. We can at least sell the leather. Try to buy some more medicine and whatnot. Be a damn shame. That mega sloth meat would get us a lot of money. But we're probably not going to make it. We might. There is a possibility that we might. A mad rat. Oh, shit. Okay, Morris, you got to close that door, buddy, or you're screwed. Just like Dante taught you. Now, don't leave the house. Oh, yeah. Eat some food, too. Stop starving yourself. Good boy. shit. Yo, we just made it to town and all that muffalo meat spoiled. We can sell the human stuff, but that's, you know, not nearly as good. That sucks. That sucks ass. We were like right there. Okay, whatever. We still got some silver. 404 silver. Not bad. Not bad. I could buy more medicine. Just get a shitload of medicine, really. Or I could get a good gun. A good gun would make all the fucking difference at this stage of the game. Like a nice bolt action rifle would be crazy. I can't afford the bolt action right now though. I could if I had that, you know, the muffalo meat, or the mega sloth meat. All right, you know what? We're gonna just get a bunch of medicine. The revolver is cheap. I could get the revolver and a bunch of medicine. Yeah. There we go. 7 medicine and a revolver. Now we'll head back. And I gotta keep training my combat. Now, where's that hostile rat? Where's that mad rat? It's still there and it's still pissed, so... Shit, that means he might actually attack Dante. No, he should settle down. He's probably gonna... The rat's gonna sleep tonight. Yeah, and then Dante gets home tomorrow. Then he won't be a man-hunting rat anymore. I did not open the Ancient Danger yet. In fact, I'm horrified of it. We don't know what's in there, and I don't know that a whole bunch of wooden spike traps are gonna be enough to take it out, right? And I don't think I'm ready yet to spike my colony wealth like that. Even if we did manage to kill what's in there, I don't know that I could repel the raids that would happen. Psychic drone, low female. Oh, Morris is a fucking chick. All right, good. We have a 6-year-old child bride that we're gonna break in soon. I'm joking. I'm joking. Although in Rimworld, it doesn't have to be a joke. I wonder if I could sell rice to those guys. I doubt it. A war merchant? Yeah, doubtful. All right. Let's get Dante home.
Only an inch of crossbow. That's a dry.
Finally, after a long and arduous road, we are home. I may as well grab some herbal meds on the way. What's that? A silver ore meteorite. Oh, that's free money. That is nice. We even have a large deposit of gold on this map too. All right, back at it. Oh, wait. Okay, so it says now that it's past growth tier 1 and it's at growth tier 2. So I'm not supposed to get to choose anything yet. I have to get as many growth tiers.
And it tells you when you hover over the.
Oh, next growth moment at age 7.
Yeah. So
Okay.
until that time, you want as many growth tiers as possible, and the more and passions you select.
I see. So at this growth tier, I choose 1 trait from 3 options. At the next, I choose 1 trait from 4.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, so lots of playtime with the
Yeah.
study and all. Excited about this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have heard.
Guten Tag. I might want to make my trap hallway a little bit longer. What's going on with me here? Unsightly environment, soaking wet. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Getting recreation bumped up. I think I'm gonna put like a wall torch somewhere. We could use some more lighting in here, you know? No, maybe we're alright. We need some fucking food. The kid just ate. He's got a spare meal. I'm gonna eat that. And now we gotta cook, but we have 205 berries just sitting here that we can use. Let's pick up 5 wood. Move over here. Drop the wood. Refuel the fire. And cook. Jesse, we have to cook. Zuzi, I found the perfect little safe cooking room. Yeah, it's nice, right? And so far, it's been like so convenient. You just have to choose.
What can go on the shelves and what you don't want.
Yeah, so like the top left shelf right here, I have my ingredients and meals put there. Right, I have a shelf entirely for bricks. I have another shelf for medicine. I have another shelf for steel, wood, and silver.
Yeah.
And it just all stacks together. It's really clean. You always have a lot of space. Yeah, it's wonderful. As you can see, guys, there is a little forest fire right here. I'm gonna go extinguish that fire. I don't have to, but I'm going to anyway. That would have, you know, it wouldn't have burned my base down because we did this preventative measure of roof all the way around the base and cutting the grass around it. I really should be getting some sleep. Let's get some sleep right now. Yo, I bought the kid a revolver. And that's her milk money, Lee. Morris is a chick, all right? Chick Norris. Yo, that was a good one. Even for me, that was a good one. That was genius. Chick Norris? Oh, Morris. So, yeah, if that was an N, that would have been a great one. All right. We have to continue training up Dante's fighting ability. Anyway, Dante is going to be a little underslept today. I feel like I need to get rid of that limestone grand stele. Whatever the fuck. It has a really great beauty rating though. I'm ambivalent about it. We're gonna need the space to build more workstations and stuff, but we'll see. If I can build around it, then it's fine. All right, let's start training. I can't believe I'm raising a kid.
You're a single daddy now.
I rescued this little girl from 2 rampaging raccoons.
Oh.
Yeah. Daddy Tom. Okay, so we have one raider named Gizmo currently attacking. Crazy intellectual and crafting level. A delicate wimp masochist. That's funny.
Could be a wimp and a masochist.
I don't know. All right, well, he's boom, 1 trap and he's just done, like completely fuckered. All right, Morris. Wait, what? Oh, I'm already okay. Let's grab the wooden training knife and I'll train while Morris does the other stuff like the hauling. Now we'll drop the tainted clothes out here. Oh shit, yo, the kid's not happy. Observed corpse, we butchered human-like. God damn. I keep forgetting this kid's not Cthulian. I might want to move the corpse stockpile away from, like, right beside the kid's bed, eh? It is kind of fucked to just have the kids sleeping next to corpses. All right, let's keep on training. Oh, look at that. Morris's certainty fell. Yeah, Morris might join my ideology soon. We'll see. We'll see. Corpses wouldn't bother you so much if you were Cthulian. It's the way it goes. All right. I am going to remove this floor right here. We'll get a lot of steel for doing it. It sounds like the kid would make good nutrient paste. Yeah. Hello, Jesper. How are you doing today, bud? All right, let's eat. Oh, I love Rimworld, man. No 2 stories are ever the same. Oh, it's time to school. Are we doing school? Wait. I don't get it. The kid's sitting at the desk learning a lesson, but I'm not sitting there. All right, let's unassign this work then. Cancel. Forbid the training dummy. Do not gather the silver or the knife. Oh, that's weird. Zuzi. Dante's not teaching Morris. Morris is sitting at the desk learning a lesson, but Dante won't go over there, even though Dante has no work to do. No, he's just wandering. I don't know.
It's a bug.
Maybe.
Or maybe Dante is about.
Maybe. I don't know. That's the one thing I hate about Rimworld, is that you need so many mods to fill in the gaps that the developer left that you don't know what glitches are, like, you know. I shouldn't need a combat training dummy mod. It should just be vanilla.
I agree that the dummy makes sense, because your pawns need to get better at combat. Having actual live combat can be.
Yeah.
So.
4 weeks vacation, eh, Jesper? That sounds fucking marvelous, buddy. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait, no, I'm playing chess. Okay, I'm teaching a lesson in shooting to the kid. Right on. I'm gonna teach this kid a fucking lesson. Disease, flu. Dante has the flu. Okay, we're gonna treat that with industrial medicine. And I'm gonna make sure I get the best tend quality possible by building a little torch right here. Okay. And then let's tend. This is why I stockpile high quality medicine. It just really fucking helps. Like, it really does. Boom. And now, let's quickly butcher that guy so it's done. And now I can just rest. Well, we have a lot of spike traps in the hallway. Should be good until I'm recovered. The kid can deal with things until then. A couple of rare thrumbos entered the mat. Yeah, Orochi, in this playthrough, I'm going to want to do a lot of the anomaly stuff. I need to explore the anomaly content. Apparently there's dead life dust. You can make dead life dust IEDs. And if you have a massive graveyard, you can like resurrect all of them. It's just like necromancy, an army, you know? All right, we got to close that door. And then forbid them to leave. All right, they should be fine now. As long as those guinea pigs can't get in here, we're good. Yeah. All right, now I could just use herbal medicine at this point. I think we have a, you know what? No, we're gonna use industrial again. Yeah. You don't really take a chance with the flu or anything. We got a good tend quality there, 67%. And let's have the kid train his combat skill while Dante is bedridden. Maybe we'll focus on shooting. And I should definitely focus on finishing some sort of a floor in here. At least later. We'll just do a simple wood floor anywhere that dirt is currently exposed. Yeah, that'll do. A beggar seeks charity. You want what? 2 medicine. Nope. Traveler harmed. Okay. Just got fucking, that traveler just got straight up murderized by those wandering fucking guinea pigs. I should focus on bed rest for now. Now I think we could chance using the herbal medicine instead. I mean, we have a 10% lead. It would take quite a lot of bad luck to lose that. Oh yeah, 68% 10 quality with herbal medicine. Perfect. We're good. I'm wondering when the fuck these guinea pigs are gonna settle down, though. One of them is dead. Looks like it bled out after fighting with that guy. Quest available, a friend needing help. His friend is interested in learning about other cultures and wants you to host her at Cthulheim for 5 days. Gotta take care of someone for 5 days when I'm already sick? I don't know. We could accept it later when I'm no longer sick. We'll see. If I'm feeling charitable. Transport pod crash. All right, you know what? I've had it with this fucking guinea pig. Go ahead. Walk into the trap. All right, now I can leave the base if I want. We're gonna kill that guy with paralytic abasia using a poor knife so that it takes extra long to do. Nice dull blade. Oh, the deserter quest, eh? Fuck, I do kind of want to do that, not gonna lie. All right, strip the corpse. Haul this guy back to base. All right. Well, it's time we got cooking again, but I need a little bit of wood. Let's go grab some, and let's not forget about our flu. That's like a lethal occurrence if we neglect it. Okay. Pick up wood. 5 of it. And cook. We won't use the berries, and we won't use the human... We'll use the berries and the guinea pig meat, but we won't use the human meat, because that might fucking drive the kid insane. Medical treatment needed, but not quite yet. We have 3 hours before it's a big issue. Okay, time to tend. 33% is not a good quality tend right there. That's kind of shitty. All right. How long do we have on the deserter quest? 5 days. All right. Let's go rest. I definitely want to do this. If we get those 2 Psylink neuroformers, then Dante could end up with extremely powerful psychic abilities. Extremely powerful. Okay, let's feed everybody. Hang on. I gotta tend over here where there's good lighting from that torch. 26%, Jesus Christ. See, that's why. That's why we use the high quality medicine twice at the very beginning. The high quality medicine made a big fucking difference by giving us this huge lead, right? If we'd been getting fucking 25% tending the whole time, we'd be really struggling right now. And we'd be likely to die. Okay, let's accept the deserter quest. I'm pretty sure I can handle it. And the Empire has now become a hostile faction against us. We're gonna strip this person because the... Look at that. We have a fucking LMG now. Like, a crazy powerful equipment. Alright, and we have one attacker coming our way. Hopefully that attacker doesn't have nimble. Alright, good. Boom. Just like that, we are done. Let's get that body butchered. Otherwise, it's going to give everybody all sorts of mood problems. And Dante can wear all of this good clothing. Does the steel helmet reduce my movement speed? No, it does not. It's extra protection, but it does not have a negative impact on movement, so we're going to wear it. Store that. Apparel policies. Armor. We're gonna disable armor wearing for Dante. I don't want him to put it on. We're gonna store it, but I don't want him to put it on. Okay, so we got attacked. Now, if we look at the world map, I need to get over there. If I go over there, then we can get 2 Psylink Neuroformers. I have 60 days left to try and go get it. Okay. I think we're just gonna kick this person out of the colony. Yeah. She's got drug problems. She gave us what we need. We don't need her here. All right, let's send Dante to bed. He still has a flu to worry about. Hello, Dan. How are you doing today, buddy? Are you familiar with Rimworld, or is this your first time seeing it? All right, we now need treatment again. We're looking pretty good. All right. That should be the last time that we need to tend before we've beaten this flu. But as the flu gets worse, the debuffs get worse and worse. As your manipulation falls, your tending quality also falls. You can't tend yourself as well the worse the flu gets, so you want to go really hard in the very beginning to give yourself the highest edge possible. That's why I used the high quality medicine twice in a row. It gave us a huge lead, because if I tend myself now, it's far less effective due to my reduced manipulation stat. As your flu gets worse, or as your plague gets worse, or any other disease you might get, it gets harder and harder to treat it. But it looks like we've developed immunity. I do. Well, Orochi, I have level 10 medical on my main guy here, yeah. But, I don't want to worry about it right now while I have the flu. I'm not really good at selling, organs. I know how to go on caravans. Like, I know how to go to town and buy stuff, sell stuff, but I haven't really done much organ harvesting. All right, let's get these floor tiles built, and let's observe here. Yeah, we gotta get rid of the dirt tiles. The room will become less dirty as we do. Damn, my mood. What's up with that? Slept on ground, slept in the cold. When? Oh, medical bed. That would be exactly fucking why. Okay, set owner, Dante. We need to do recreation right now to make sure that he doesn't have a psychotic break. Okay, he's recovering his mood and he's stable. All right. Are there any predatory wild animals? Yes, there is a red fox who, if it gets hungry enough, it might attack our colonists. That can be risky. We'll keep an eye on Morris, make sure he doesn't get attacked. Let's cut down more trees. We gotta finish that wood floor. Your first time. Yeah, this is a colony simulator, Danny. It's really fun. You have to manage all your people, try to keep them alive against various threats. Like disease, raiders, wildlife, etc., right? Forced weather quest. A robust gene pack. I don't think so. Yeah. I mean, we could sell it. If we did accept it, we could sell that for 300 bucks. I think we could sell it. Yeah, the Empire of Eternity is pissed at us, buddy. All right, let's accept it. It's a fog for 10 days. All right, the spike trap hallway is repaired. Let's work on that floor. You can literally observe the stats of the room getting better while you build the floor. The more dirt you cover up, the better it gets, right? Okay. Enjoy, Zuzi. All right, so underneath that shelf, I need full of flooring. 7 on the other side. Okay. Now we have to check under. I'm looking at the bottom left corner of the screen because if you mouse over a tile, it shows you what that floor is. See how it says stone, like rough slate right there? That's the black right here. Or stony soil. It says dirt whenever I mouse over a dirt tile. Soil, right? So I need to find all those tiles inside that say soil. And I have to put a wooden floor there. And as we continue doing this, the cleanliness of our base, as well as the beauty rating, improves. As the cleanliness and beauty improves, see how we have a very impressive rec room mood boost? We're also gonna have like, you know, you can have a very impressive bedroom, very impressive combat training room, very impressive dining room if you have like a table and you eat there, right? And these are ways that you can help to manage the mood of your colonists better. Anyway, we're down to our last 2 meals, and I don't have any other food. So at this point, we're gonna want to harvest the rice plants. Bro, that kid was like 10 million miles from home. Holy shit. All right, so let's eat. And Dante has to, oh. Morris got food poisoning because of a dirty cooking area. Yeah, makes sense. All right. Let's harvest some of this rice field. Not the whole thing. We don't need that much. Yeah. Ah, fuck it. Let's harvest the whole thing. Okay, we got all those dirt tiles. Let's check under other shit. Like right here, soil. Soil. That might be all of it. Yeah, we get all that. We might be done. Oh. Morris is gonna be vomiting all day. Poor kid has food poisoning. Fucking brutal, buddy. It looks like we might have missed a dirt tile here. I'm not sure where. Unless, hang on. What's contributing to that slightly dirty right there? Could be that right there, actually. I see a soil block. Got it. Still says slightly dirty. Maybe it's because that door is held open. I doubt it, but... Oh, under here. Nope, not under there. Maybe it has to do with the tiles underneath the doors. Or maybe... I'm not sure. I don't really know what's contributing to the dirtiness rating at this point. Definitely that vomit. Alright, let's cut down some more trees. Oh yeah, I have to cook. Alright. Let's pick up some wood, chuck it in the fire, and start to prepare some meals. Go ahead, Morris. Eat up, buddy. I'm gonna take good care of this child. I hope I get to growth tier 3 before he's 7 years old. All right, there we go. A fresh batch of meals, all made out of rice. Children don't like to eat human meat. I'm really wondering what's causing the cleanliness thing. Isn't there, I think there's a statistics thing. Wait, yeah, let me look at this. Okay, you know what? It might actually have to do with that knife on the floor over there. That could be it. So we're gonna put our training equipment here. Training bow and training knife. Critical. Poor kid, man. I hope yeah, he's recovering from the food poisoning now. I have played Stardew Valley before, yeah. I got close to getting the Platinum Trophy on PlayStation, but you can probably guess the trophy that I didn't want to get. It was that stupid fucking cowboy... What's it called? It's like the little game that you can play inside the saloon, the cowboy one, where you shoot. I hated it. That was the only trophy I never got. I got all the other ones. Prairie King. The Prairie King trophy I never got. It was so stupid. It completely ruined the game for me because I wanted the platinum and I was one trophy away. All right, let's eat. There we go. You doing all right there, Morris? Trivial malnutrition? Well, be grateful that it's trivial. All right, let me take a look at the statistics of the room. It still says that it's slightly dirty in here, and I don't know why. Maybe it has to do with the damaged walls? I don't know, it could. Let's claim that stuff then. Hang on. Yeah, claim. Boom. And now Dante will get to work on repairing it up. I don't know if damaged walls affect the cleanliness. I doubt it. I don't think so. But I'm at a loss as far as what's causing that cleanliness malice. What it could be is... honestly, I have no idea. Oh, you know what it is? Fuck, I'm an idiot. It's the butcher table. Yeah, it's totally the fucking butcher table. That is exactly what's doing it. Certain workplaces, I forgot, it's been a long time. Yeah, now the room is clean. Certain workplaces have a built-in dirtiness rating to them. So you want to make sure you have those workstations somewhere else. So anytime we get corpses, we're gonna bring them over here. There. That's exactly what it was. Exactly what it was. Ugh. Yeah, I found that with Stardew Valley, the secret was to side with the Jojo Mart. I actually hate the community center, right? With the Jojo Mart, there's only one thing you need, and that's money. You save up as much money as you need, and you can get all the upgrades you want, right? Okay, we now have a clean interior, completely clean. A growth moment for Morris. He's now old enough to firefight, handle, cook, hunt, grow, mine, plant, cut, tailor, and craft. Okay, let's see here. Choose a trait for Morris to gain. I can take Fast Walker. Or I can take Night Owl, Nimble. I think Nimble is the best. Melee dodge chance. And how do I choose? Okay, so Zuzi, can you come see this? Or at least walk me through it? So I have a growth moment, and it's letting me choose a trait, but I'm wondering how, like, when do I get to choose the passion?
How old is he?
7.
7. Growth tier 3. Oh, I suspect it's because you didn't reach higher trait, higher growth tiers.
Yeah, because we got this person at age 5, so we missed a large portion of the learning, I think.
Yeah, well, also you can get to like growth tier 7 or 8 too. Like it's there's a lot of tiers.
Okay.
Yeah, when you have more colonists, it's easier to raise a kid because multiple colonists can take turns teaching them.
Well,
when you have one who has to juggle everything, it's like a single parent situation, you know.
oh. Okay, so there's another growth moment at age 10.
Yeah.
Okay, I got the Nimble trait, like that's good.
That's great.
Higher melee dodge chance. Very interesting. I even changed my ideology. I changed the lovemaking to free and approved in the hopes that, like, I can have kids and raise them, you know? I'll have kids with this lovely 7-year-old here. Another 2 years and she'll be ready.
Child bride.
Fuck right. Hell yeah. We're getting Islam up in this bitch.
Oh god.
Complete with the conquering and violence and child brides. All right, we are gonna want to start doing research soon enough.
What the hell?
What?
Harry gave me a Steam gift card for $100? Are you kidding?
Oh, good God. Wow. Really? Oh. I wonder, I don't see Mary here right now, otherwise I'd thank her. God damn, Farf. All right, now. Mary, if you're watching, thank you very much for giving that to Zuzi. We really appreciate it. For her Sims 3 fund, that's huge. Okay, now, we have an eclipse. It looks like it's nighttime, but it's actually not nighttime. I would like to do some hunting so I can make a shitload of money. If we hunt bisons, those drop a shitload of hide. They do. They drop a lot of hide and a lot of meat for bartering. All right, let's try to get hunting then. Let's equip the revolver and send Dante out there. Fucking hunting them with a revolver. Bison revenge. Oh shit. All right, let's run. I can outspeed them, I'm fairly certain. I do have the jogger trait, so my character is pretty fast. Yeah, let's head in, and then I gotta close that fucking door right now. As long as they can't get to me, we're good, right? They might beat on things a little bit, but we're fine. I forgot I had 2 more spike traps right there. Okay, so we have a maddened... They all have maddened Manhunter. That ain't good. This one's bleeding out. Maybe I shouldn't have jumped the gun on this so quickly. All right. Go. Oh, buddy. All right. Close the door. Oh my god, no! I got caught. I got fucking caught. I think I'm dead. Yeah, I had time sped up when I shouldn't have. Now I genuinely think we're gonna die. Yeah, we died.
Wow.
All right, guys. And so ends our adventure. So ends the journey. However, no 2 adventures are the same. So honestly, I could restart immediately, and I think I will restart immediately. It's early in the day. We can start a new adventure on a new map with new possibilities and a new sense of caution, given what just happened. It's always fun. It's always good in living on the rim, right? That's the thing. You got to remember that you're lucky for the privilege of receiving a rim job. What? It's a joke.
Oh my god, I'm like...
I really wish Mary was around so I could thank her for that, but that is huge, yeah. Mary gave Zuzi a $100 Steam gift card for getting some Sims stuff. Huge, that's fucking huge. All right, guys, I'm scheduling another stream, and if you want to keep chilling and you want to keep watching, you don't have to leave or anything. Basically, I can just transfer you guys over to that new stream in a moment. Yeah, so just if you want to keep chilling, stick around. I'll transfer you right over to the new one. So this is going to be attempt number what? Attempt number 7. Let's copy and paste the tags. I am so grateful that Old Fart taught me how to do this, man. I can actually just transport you guys over to the next stream so that my viewership doesn't drop between streams. It's really, really useful. Yeah, Sims 3, it definitely has that, you know, Sims 4 is apparently even worse. They released a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't even work. Like there's certain expansion packs that are just always non-functional.
Oh no, it works, but it doesn't work well on console.
Hmm.
And yet they're releasing it for console.
Yeah. Okay, add a redirect to that. Anyway, guys, for those of you watching the video after the series is already over, this has been a new player's guide, and I hope that you've approached it and learned a whole lot about managing life on the Rim. It is hard, it is brutal, and it only takes one mistake to lose one of your beloved characters, especially on commitment mode, where autosaves are the name of the game, right? But, yeah. Take care, rock on, and peace out for now, and I will see you guys in the next one. For those of you hanging out with me right here, right now, if you want to keep hanging out with me, just stick around. I'll transfer you over to the next stream and we can start a new playthrough. Okay. I have to grab chat. All right, guys, right as soon as I end this one, you'll be in the next one. So I'll see you there in 3, 2, 1.